this is breaking news. This is Ron Anthony. This is huge. So many people are going to be arrested on this executive order. Governments, politicians, healthcare systems, police, judges, courts, lawyers, big pharma, big tech, mainstream media, banking cartel, teachers, doctors, nurses, a never-ending list. They're all a part of the cartel. Listen to this very carefully. Think about that there can be up to 99 people and or corporation in each indictment. So I'm going to play you something of this international lawyer, and he's going to explain to you. And I'm letting you know because there's a lot of people that come on my page that may not even have seen this, but if you have, you're just going to get more about it. Now, this is what it's saying here. Corporations, each indictment, all be prosecuted as one cartel under various charges such as RICO or treason. Gitmo is an international court as well as a military UCMJ court. When you hear someone say you can't have a civilian trial under the UCMJ, know that they do not know what they're talking about. Think of all the cartels Trump talks about. Think about the cartels that attempts to prosecute Trump in his first term. Think about the cartels engaged in J6. Think about the media. Think about how big this is. So I'm just giving you the information. It's up to you to go ahead and check it out. But this is just breaking news. Now this is coming from Quantum X Now Phototherapy. Now this is what they're saying here. Then I'm going to play this for you. All entities have been forewarned numerous times by SCOTUS, June 24th, Chevron, that's the Chevron deficit. Warrant via international court, November 24th. So basically they were told that they had to shut it down and nobody listened. So now it's getting real serious right now. And we need to know what's going on as American people. Now, let me see, it says at least a handful of times by our International Postmaster General, A.G. Bondi, when she fired the first warning shots over the bow of the American bar. Treasonous foreign companies against the Republic. Now we are in the Republic and the Republic is standing. So what you're about to see, and everything has been taken down so that the Republic can stand. And the Republic will stand regardless because it's time. It's time that everything is given back to you and I, the people, the Americans. Many of us know the saying, love thy neighbor. This could potentially become surreal when your next door spouse are yanked out of their homes in the middle of the night for various serious crimes, including aiding and abetting. Their dependents will have zero idea what will be going on, not to mention their children. This is where we come in for support and edification. Of those previously mentioned above in the comment have been totally innocent. They have nothing to worry about. With that said, we have the CCP Mockingbird media of the left working on people's mind daily that will twist the narratives to fit their agendas and to ignite a civil war, to which they will fail like everything else. So everything will be difficult, to say the least. So we are about to shift. Now, I'm going to play you this video so that you can hear what's going on.
To have law in the nation, you have to have a court. International law is human rights law and arbitration. That court is the Guantanamo Bay Court of Justice, because it's the International Court of Justice out of The Hague. As I said before, when I said the War of 1812, the Marines are back, and that one got a bunch of views. Marines are back because the redcoats that invaded in 1812 was not the Marine. According to the Supreme Court of the United States ruling in 1930, they classified them and named that cartel organization the Union of the United States. That Union of the United States consisted of the House of Representatives, or members, senators, rogue British officers, naval officers, okay, and financial cartels or financial organizations all together, all right? That was called the Union of the United States. When they burnt the White House down, they destroyed all the land records and all the land patents. When they tried to invade Baltimore, they were trying to get to the birth records at the Basilica. They never got in because they were held, Fort McHenry, where the Star-Spangled Banner was written. And then they decided to appoint infiltrators into our system, and they left. And that's why we assumed that we won the War of 1812. We didn't win the War of 1812. They left operators, agents. Those agents have subsequently become the financial organizations or the power organizations, subsequently called now the federal government, or key parts of the federal government, the elite, or their operator. Lincoln called them agent, okay? Basically an insurgency. It's been here since 1812, all right? So, the International Court of Justice prosecutes for crimes against humanity. But you got to have the International Court of Justice in the North American territory before you can return law. That's how it works. You got to have the court. That court is ran by the United States Marine Corps. That's why it's at Guantanamo Bay. All right? Trump signed an executive order saying that it was against cartels. Everybody assumes it is the drug cartels. Everybody assumes it's drug cartels. Not the drug cartels. Not just the drug cartels, okay? Which they'll probably be given a chance to redeem themselves. All right? But here's what it is. If someone blows the whistle or exercises their rights and you put together, let's say, 19 people in an organization, when one of the workmen inside that organization blew the whistle on you and you tortured them and you violated all their rights and you ignored them and you did whatever you wanted, you, as an organization, all 19 people right here, will be classified as an individual organized cartel that is operating outside of treaties and the International Court of Human Rights and the Geneva Convention. If you did it to somebody who is disabled, that is a crime against the human species. Your organization, your 19 people, because there's 19 people that probably should watch this, that are all together as that organized crime cartel inside as public officers and agents inside the government or inside the public organization, that's the cartel. And all 19 will be prosecuted as one individual. And all 19, or they're affiliated, will be treated all the same under the International Court of Justice and Justice in Guantanamo Bay. And they're gonna need veteran prosecutors or International Bar Association members. And if it was reported to you and you were law enforcement and you ignored it and tried to investigate the individual that reported it, or because it came to your notice and you did nothing as law enforcement, you are part of that organized cartel because your job is fraud, waste, and abuse, and you failed to do that. So you're now a member. That's how it works. So by having the power to issue declaratory judgments as one group of people, more than one, as a organized operation, syndicate, cartel, every person who participates in gang piles on an individual to destroy their defame them, destroy them, publicly humiliate them, you are part of a cartel. So if like you have an ex-wife who wants to steal everything and then they get with their attorneys who want to help them and they destroy you and then they collude with the judge and the court officers and all of them, that is a syndicated, a joined individual cartel that will all be treated the same. That's why you have a court of justice. That's what that actually means. And people are going to be prosecuted all over the place. It's not just a politician. There are many cartels. There are numerous cartels. And when they join to each other to destroy someone's reputation or steal everything, that's a cartel. And they get judges involved or they get law enforcement involved or the law enforcement refuses to do a proper investigation on fraud, waste, and abuse, they're now a member. And they will all be treated as one individual. And they will have to present their representative for all of them as one united individual organized cartel.